Hi guys and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also please click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to see more. Coming up, the clock starts ticking for Kurosawa COVID jab. West signed explosive forward for 2023, and this video leak causes an issue for all parties involved. And that's where we begin tonight. On what was supposed to be a celebration day for the triumphant 2021 Grand Final winning Penrith Panthers side turned into a little bit of an indifferent day on the cloudy morning out west in Western Sydney, as 12,000 Penrith fans turned up to celebrate the side's premiership win. But there was a few boos for their player Villami Kickout, as his name was being read out at the Blue Bet Stadium, and it caused a stir. The reason being is that a grainy picture seen here in the top right was released and linked by Canterbury, with showing Kickout shaking the hands of Phil Gould and Trent Barrett after inking a 4-year $3.2 million mega deal on Friday, and Panthers officials and fans were not impressed about the incident. Kickout too took to social media late Friday to express his own disappointment with the grainy photo, a screenshot, as I said, from video footage, and had made its way into the public domain, which Penrith Panthers officials were still fuming about the happy snap picture on Saturday. You see, Kickout still had a year left on his deal, 2022, and is a firm favourite of Penrith, and Penrith have been losing such a lot, quite a few players over the last few days. Some Panthers fans, though, let Kickout know that they were not happy about him joining Gould at Belmore for the start of 2023 by booing him. And his coach Ivan Cleary had not heard from Gould about the picture, but said the whopping deal for Kickout was always going to be too hard to turn down. But he also said there was no extra pressure on the Fijian back rower to finish the year with a bang. Kickout, wasn't happy about the photo. I spoke to him last night, and he was very angry about it, to be honest. Which is fair enough. At the end of the day, it's a bit of clickbait for everyone, and everyone gets excited by this stuff. I spoke to Villy a few weeks ago, about the potential of having him having to leave. We certainly never wanted him to leave, but it's sad and also a reality of professional sport. What he has done is shored up his future for his family. He's about to have his first child. When you get those sorts of numbers thrown at you, you'd be mad not to take it. There's not more pressure on him. He'll enjoy his final year here, and we'll enjoy having him here. On the whole palaver, as I said, Kickout took advantage of his Instagram page, under Bill Kickout, and said, "Today, photos were taken of me wearing another club's colours. Me and my manager were told the photos wouldn't become public until the appropriate time. I'm very disappointed that it didn't happen, and regret the upset it has caused. I want the Panthers fans to know I remain fully committed to our club and team for the upcoming season. I can't wait to celebrate our premiership with you tomorrow, and hope to catch you all then," which he released Friday in lieu of the event on the Saturday. Penrith have already said goodbye to a few players for this season, with Matt Burton and Brett Naden going both to Canterbury and Kurt Capewell to Brisbane, while other members of the Grand Final team, Tyrone May, has been since sacked for the controversial social media post. Most of the players though had resumed to the pre-season party on Friday with a harbour cruise for Nathan's birthday. Members of the 1991 Premiership were also wary after a separate harbour cruise on the same day. Penrith's success also meant that they were going to struggle with their talent, to keep their talent together, but Cleary said the club had already done a good job the past few years keeping the core group together. Especially when you hear Dylan Edwards is expected to sign a new 2-year deal in the coming weeks with Penrith. Penrith Panthers supporters had not seen their players in the flesh since round 15 when Penrith defeated the Sydney Roosters at the Bluebet Stadium before the NRL competition was moved to Queensland because of the COVID outbreak. Rival fans have been quick to turn on the young group because of their social media posts and uproar caused by the handling of the Province Summons Trophy, which led to sanctions from the NRL. But Cleary defended the club's culture and the sight of partners and families on hand for the celebration made it the best Monday they've ever been involved in, he said. It seems to be bagging on the Penrith Panthers day today, as we have a second story as Superstars Panther hooker Api Coruscant is yet to receive his COVID-19 vaccination, with the club planning for the possibility of playing matches without him next season. This is according to the Australian Daily Telegraph. Club officials are concerned about the 29-year-old missing games due to his vaccination status, which would rule him out of participating in Queensland and New Zealand away trips due to unvaccinated players being unable to attend stadiums. This also may rule him out of state of origin in June as well, if he is not able to, if he continues with his stance against COVID. Currently, Coruscant stands to miss 4 games, including a clash against the Titans in round 8, a crucial Storm matchup in round 10, a trip across the Tasman to take on the Warriors in round 15, and finally the Cowboys in round 25. 3 of these clashes should be comfortable wins for the Panthers, at least on paper, with the crucial clash being the Storm in the Magic Round. While Coruscant is vital to the Panthers' free-flowing style, backup Mitch Kenny could find his way being an away game specialist if Coruscant continues to refuse the vaccine. And in a move and a statement with the club's chief exec Brian Fletcher has expressed concern surrounding their first choice hooker being absent for a handful of games, conceding the club will have to fine the player for missing games. It's okay to fine Appy, but we have to think about the rest of their team. Playing 4 games a year without the club's number 1 dummy half, Fletcher told the Daily Telegraph. We've had a good conversation and explained our side, which we have to do. Appy understands the implications of the vaccination and non-vaccination. It will be his decision and not our decision to tell him to get vaccinated, but we just want him to understand all the consequences, which he has now taken away to comprehend. Appy has had some medical history with it. He will get advice on that and get back to us within the month. We'll go from there. We've done our part. It's a process. Fletcher, though, has refuted any suggestion that they would sack Coruscant and say that they would never sack their star hooker. The Panthers are yet to give Coruscant an ultimatum, and he returns from holidays in mid-December. He is expected to inform the club if he will get the jab or not. He doesn't come back to training until December the 15th, so he will take it all in and decide what he'll do in the future. We just explained what we had to explain on behalf of the NRL and the RLPA, Fletcher said. It's not just the Panthers that are looking for clarification of everything, as several clubs are still waiting for the NRL to come forward with a stringent vaccination policy before Christmas. But until then, the Panthers are taking a measured approach towards the situation and respecting their players' wishes. I still think as the virus is still around and it's still killing people, as many people taking the vaccine as possible is the best option. And professional sports people have to abide by that. Don't forget, there are some states that have laws about professionals or people in the public eye not taking the vaccine, not being paid. If that moves to New South Wales properly, and then Victoria, and there's nowhere to hide for the NRL players, they'll have to abide like everyone else who has a well-paying job, medical job, police, fireman, whatever. Get that vaccine. Plus, the NRL moved to Queensland, put all the players in the bubble so that they could earn money. The NRL needs to come up with a fast, because if they don't, they might get shut down due to not all players getting the vaccine. So as you can tell, that NRL clubs are looking for 2023 players, as it's that time of the year where they can negotiate for future deals. Now that there is another team coming into the NRL, clubs are looking to get a squad together before they are picked up by another NRL team, such as the Dolphins. And West Tigers have seemed to have moved on that fact, as they have announced that for 2023, Isaiah Papali'i joins the club as the reigning Daily M's second rower of the year, and 23-year-old is contracted to the Parramatta Eels for 2022, but has signed a 3-year contract to see him feature in the West Tigers colours from 2023 until at least the end of 2025. The Teatatu Roosters Jr. from Auckland, Papali'i made his NRL debut with the New Zealand Warriors in 2017, playing 63 games across 4 seasons, before linking up with the Eels ahead of the 2021 season. A New Zealand and Samoa international representative, and he enjoyed a breakout season in 2021, going on to be named the second rower of the year. And West Tigers Director of Rugby, who's just joined this year, we call it Director of Football, Tim Sheens, said he is pleased to add a player of Papali'i's calibre to the club. Isaiah is an exceptionally talented young forward who has shown himself to be a player with fantastic attitude, work ethic and drive, Sheens said. We firmly believe that his best football is still ahead of him, and we're very excited to see him progress in the next steps of his rugby league career with West Tigers. West Tigers CEO Justin Pascoe said Papali'i's signing shows a strong show of intent from the club. On behalf of all the West Tigers, I'd like to say how pleased we are to have secured Isaiah at the club long term, Pascoe said. His commitment is a strong reflection of what we are building on and off the field at West Tigers, and we're looking forward to welcoming him at the start of the 2023 season. This contract that Papali'i have signed is reported to be worth $1.8 million for the 3 years that he is at the West Tigers. But then that leaves a question mark about Luciano Leilua. who has been looking for a new deal with the West Tigers or to look into his options. There's been no comments on that so far and no moves for Leilua. Maybe that starts the merry-go-round with Leilua going to the Eagles, which was rumoured previously, and I've also posted a video previously when it comes to the West forward and the possibility of the two switching places for 2023. But I think West Tigers have got the better end of the stick here, as Leilua is 2 years older than Papali'i. Yes, the stats are about the same otherwise, but there's still time to progress with a little bit further, with Papali'i being 23. Don't get me wrong, they might have an embarrassment of riches for some reason and sign Leilua on an extended contract for 2023 also. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see again with that, but teams are getting shaped together quite early for 2023's NRL season. And that's it for another video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide. More people watching, more subscribers, the more that I can help get the word out for rugby league. Yes, I'm a bit selfish in some aspects of what I want to do with this, but the aspect of it all is to get the word out of rugby league, grow our fantastic game. You, me, everyone should be spreading the gospel of rugby league, as it's a hard-hitting sport. We've got some more news coming out of North America for tomorrow. As there's 2 bits of information, one good, one not so good, so there's a preview for tomorrow. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to stay safe. Comment on every video that you've seen so far and all the stories that we've gone through. I just want to say all the best to you. Thank you once more for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.